3, 2. Do they ever say 1? I always see on set sometimes they don't say
like
1. Yeah, 3.
They just point.
2.
All right, wait. Man, do that shit again. All right, we're back again. We got you podcast sports section, sports edition. We got Justice here. We got Damien.
What's up? We got my boy Bradley. All right, so we're just going to go hot and heavy into this conversation. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to go to talk some football. There's been a lot of shit going on. Football season's here. Texas is alive. People are happy. They're not having to go with their girls to the fucking mall to kill a Sunday or channel surf or binge watch one of them Netflix specials that our clients come here. They're like, hey, did you see that? We're like, fuck no, dude. Yeah. We get out. We get out. And now we have football, so we definitely ain't watching that bullshit.
Got fantasy.
Got fantasy football. You know, teams are looking good. Teams are looking bad.
A lot of injuries.
You know, if you got a team out there that lost a key player, man, we feel for you.
No, we don't.
No, we don't. You don't?
No.
Yeah, y'all made fun of us when Romo used to get hurt.
Yeah, or throw interceptions.
I don't remember. I remember that. So, who that? Sorry.
No, that's not funny, guys. Lose your franchise quarterback for the year, or what is he down? 6 weeks, 8 weeks?
We weren't laughing about it.
Yeah, we didn't laugh at it.
You wait until Dak goes down. I'm knocking wood. I don't wish that on any
here
player.
we
Dak
go.
is not going to go down.
See,
man.
you always got something negative to say about the Cowboys.
But he's a Dallas fan at heart.
But let me tell you why he always has negative shit to say about the Cowboys, because he's a Houston guy. Hey. And in Texas, there's a line. It's a crooked ass line, and it's predominantly one team. This is Cowboy State, and y'all have y'all little pocket over there that y'all hold down. But other than that, this is a Cowboy State, and y'all are always bitter.
And so you're America's team, right?
Thanks for saying that. Yeah, we are.
And I mean, we had that discussion before.
What's the discussion?
Doesn't America stand for greatness, excellence?
Look at this. Go ahead.
And what has the Cowboys done in 25 years?
More than the Texans?
What excellence?
Dude, I don't know. I think the Cowboys are now more than ever America's team, because they used to be hot shit, but now they kind of cling to their glory days and keep singing about those. So I actually think
I feel like you're throwing jabs at us.
I think
now that you're talking about
it, I think New England should be America's team, to be honest with you.
Both of y'all?
Don't you? Shouldn't you be a winner to be America's team?
All right, before we continue, I just want to say you're during our sports podcast, our regular podcast, you're going to hear a voice chime in, and that voice is our version of Charlie Brown's teacher. You're not going to really see him too much. He's just going to pawn in from the side. That's what he sounds like to us. You know, so you'll hear him. His name is Chris. He does his thing. He's a client of our, good friend, client. Turned us on to podcasts, invited us on his first one, and kind of like
went from there.
And so now he helps us out, and he'll chime in on the side, and so. That's our man Chris. Whenever you hear his little creepy voice,
so creepy.
Say something creepy.
Say something creepy.
There you go. See, I knew it. Oh, that just gives me chills.
Well, getting back to greatness.
Yeah, getting back to greatness.
You go. The whole Antonio Brown situation. What's going on with that, guys?
Antonio Brown. That dude is he's something else, man. Well, first of all, when you're doing $500 shout outs on your Instagram if you pay $500, he'll give you a shout out.
I thought it was a couple thousand. Was it? I thought it was a few thousand, wasn't it? Or
I thought it was 500. But
it might have been. I don't know.
It was either Snapchat or
something like that. Yeah.
But so when you do something like that and your beard is blonde, I don't know, man. He's special. I mean,
why would my thing is, why would anybody pay him $500 to do it? That's it. That's the real issue with this. The fans have made him. It's like we've allowed it to be like this.
Exactly.
I mean, nobody has to go to these games. Nobody has to watch it. Nobody has to buy his jerseys. It's come to this. I mean,
first of all, it's hard enough to afford a fucking ticket to go to the game.
People go.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at like at least. How much is it the Texans? I mean,
I got some friends that are going to that New Orleans and Cowboys game, and they said upper deck they paid $350 a ticket.
Hey, I'm so glad. I wanted to go to that game. Remember, I had the itch. I was trying to convince Bradley, let's book a flight.
Yeah.
Let's march down there. And then Drew Brees that week got hurt. It's like, woo, good thing we did.
I don't really have that big of a problem with Antonio Brown. I mean, I don't see it any different. What he's doing, yes, with this rape stuff.
Like character-wise.
Yeah, I don't see any. But to me, it's in the media, so it's a little bit different. But
character-wise, you don't see nothing wrong. Fuck the media. I'm just talking about, does Bradley Jackson, character-wise, see something wrong? Like Bradley Jackson that played backup left tackle for Lago
If
Vista.
I was on his team,
How do you play backup at Lago Vista? God,
Third string.
God, you backup at Lago.
fuck both of
He
y'all.
He played
Backup,
JV
yeah.
for 4 years, man. How you play JV for 4 years?
Oh man,
Bitch, we didn't even have JV.
Damn, man. It's just, I play backup for senior backup.
But as a teammate, I wouldn't want to deal with that.
Yeah,
Right.
But if Antonio Brown is no different than he's just trying to. He wants to win. It seems like it sucks the way
who doesn't want to?
Who
win?
doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah, who
If you're
doesn't
playing
wanna
this
win?
game because
Some
you don't want to
people-
win, something is totally wrong with you.
Some people want to win so bad they stay and build a team around them.
That's
they have
true.
a team allowed to be built around them. Now, what type of winner would you want? Would you want an Antonio Brown that's just essentially ring chasing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, I don't know about that. He
my
was with,
thing is,
he was with
if his
Pittsburgh
talent,
for years.
if his talent wasn't that
Well,
good,
but also
we wouldn't even be
Pittsburgh was
talking
good.
about this.
But
Though.
his-
If his talent wasn't that good, we wouldn't
Of
even be
course.
talking
But
because
his talent is going to start. He's going to go on the decline.
And when that
he's
happens,
gonna-
he'll be
he's
like
gonna-
Terrell
yes,
Owens.
exactly. He's going to be out the
But
league.
until then, it's. I mean,
You deal with knuckleheads. If you're
So-
that talented, you deal with knuckleheads.
I mean,
you
Oakland was
have
dealing with it. They wanted to deal with it.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
tried.
he was already doing it at the Steelers.
They don't
Why would
get-
anybody pick him up after the Steelers?
Well, that coach, what's his name for the Steelers?
Tomlin?
Yeah, gave him. And this is what I read about. I mean,
Ben
He gave
Roethlisberger
him
also
special
caught him out after he.
privileges.
special privileges like
Yeah, no
at training
practicing.
camp he didn't have to stay at the dorms. He had an Airbnb or something. Like he
Yeah.
stayed at a house, a
Yeah, they
big
got him
mansion or
extra.
something and stuff like that. He didn't have to do sacrifice like the guy staying in small
Yeah.
dorm rooms or
Yeah.
he came to practice late and he was never fined for it. But rookies or second year players that would come in late, they would get $500 fines and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So if you're allowed to be that way for a while, I mean, why not ride it out, right?
And just think about it. Think about like what you just said, like something so little, like being in a dorm room. The dude can't even do that. The Super Bowl winning champs used to stay at shitty St. Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Super Bowl winning.
Nah,
talking about-
I was a ball boy back then, man, and some of them stayed at the Holiday Inn across over there on 35.
That was where they.
and
That's where they
35
took
and
the little
Woodward.
side chicks.
Yeah,
You
they
know
took
that?
side chicks
you
over
know
there.
that wasn't where they were staying.
But
That's where they went.
A
to
lot
go.
of them stayed.
They had the smash room there.
Yeah, they were just at those dorms sometimes.
Our smash rooms at Motel 6. Theirs is a holiday. we a little bit different budget. So
Yeah, so-
but Antonio Brown, man, he's a mess. I mean, but New England said, fuck it, we'll take on. New England's known to take on
Yeah.
basket case. They love that shit. They love to.
They've been doing it.
They love to reform a motherfucker. They're the ones that they got all those notches on their belt. The ex-girlfriends that are always trying to fix their crazy boyfriend, like I did that. That's what New
But it's a
England
little
does.
bit different though with New England
I
because
think
they
New
know.
England. Go ahead.
But they know he knows going there he can't pull this shit no
Yeah,
more.
they don't
No,
need
yeah.
them.
Yeah, they don't need exactly. They
But
want.
they also gave him 1 year, $15 million guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
Next year with a $22 million option for next year.
Yeah.
But but from what I heard,
So that
negotiation, but in that contract, they hold the nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that
If
there's a
something
lot
goes
of
wrong,
Behavior,
clauses.
his
Yeah, there's a lot of clauses in there.
Well,
and all
I mean, he's that
of
type
shit.
of player you're gonna have to put
You
those
have
clauses
to.
in.
I think
A
one
grown
of the,
ass man, you got to put clauses for
I
it.
think one of the biggest things that nobody's really talking about is that he knew about this stuff before he got
yeah.
traded.
Oh yeah.
So he's been in talks with this girl for a while.
Yeah.
And I think that nobody's really talking about that. And I think that's a bigger issue.
Like he was
than-
on the DL about it.
Yeah, but I'm saying he didn't want to pay her, which I understand.
They gave him to this past Sunday to sign that $2 million agreement. This
Yeah.
past
Well, he
Sunday,
don't want
just
to
a few
pay it
days
because he
ago.
said he didn't do anything.
Yeah,
So I mean,
would you want to pay $2 million?
That's what I'm saying.
if
I
you
wouldn't
do
do it either. But what I'm saying is, why wouldn't you tell your team so that it
What's about
doesn't
to
blow
happen?
up in their fucking face? That to me, that's a bigger issue.
The bag.
Dude, it's a lawsuit. It's
Get
a
the bag.
lawsuit.
Yeah.
People get sued left and right all the time.
Yeah,
Why
but-
do you have to tell? I don't have to go in there and tell my employer if I'm getting sued or
Yeah,
you know what
for
I
sure.
mean. You know,
Yeah.
like you don't have
But
to
that's
go in
also
there and
that
disclose
can go back to
You don't
him
want
leaving the other team that he went to. People leave jobs all the time.
But Pizza Hut won't care.
I think
about a
hey,
lawsuit.
to be honest with you, I think that was all rigged for him to go to New England, bro.
Of course.
Because New England wanted him bad when
Yeah.
Pittsburgh was trying to get rid
You
of
think it
him.
was rigged? Do you think they rigged it the whole time?
Man,
Not rigged.
You think they sold
interfered in it-
jerseys? I mean-
Interfered with that shit. Do you not think so? The NBA has passing a new rule next year: $10 million for tampering rules.
Yeah, because they got to get a
You know,
control
Magic
of it.
Johnson, he was fined
I know, but
$250,000.
it's just going to be amongst players now.
No, it's coaches, anybody, executives,
Players?
$10 million. Yes.
Players. So players talking to another player can get in trouble.
No, like-
Exactly. And that's where it's going to be. That's what the real tampering is
Well,
coming
LeBron
from.
always recruits every summer. All
Yeah,
players
well, he
recruit each
has-
other during the summer, so you can't really.
That's what I'm saying, so-
but I'm talking about executives and stuff like that,
Yeah.
the whole tampering thing. And I think that it was tampered in Oakland.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what's going to happen when these dudes are like now? It's slowly like you already heard it twice happen this year. I've never heard it before in the NFL where people are demanding trades now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've never heard it happen in NFL.
Well,
I heard it happen in NBA.
they want the same culture as the NBA.
Yeah, but
that's what they want.
Yeah,
And that's
it's gonna end up going towards
but
that.
NBA and basketball is two different. Those are two different monsters. Like
Right.
NFL is big, but NBA is worldwide.
Well, you know.
Well, I don't think it's the business side is the same.
Oh, shit.
No, the
Motherfuckers
NFL makes
get-
more money than the NBA.
I know, I understand, but I'm saying
somehow them NBA players
the
are making
difference
more
to
money.
me
The
is that-
television rights
I
and
know,
all
but
that
the
shit, yeah.
difference to me is you can't really do that in NFL because you got 22 guys, and so it's a little bit different.
No, you got 52 guys on the roster.
I understand, but I'm talking
basketball.
about just playing in a game.
Yeah.
Like you got 22 guys. These 11 and 11. There's 22 guys playing. So like in basketball, you get 2 or 3 guys and you're good. You get that on a football team, you still might not be good.
Right.
So it's a little bit different to me.
See, there's that to me shit.
And everybody comes at us and says, you know, Clowney this. Y'all didn't get shit for Clowney. We got, what, a 3rd round pick and
Y'all gave up a
fucking
lot.
2 backups.
Y'all gave up a lot.
No, we got that for Clowney when he went to Seattle.
Yeah,
we
y'all
got
did.
a 3rd round pick and 2 backups.
Yeah.
That's what we got for
Do
him,
you
right?
think as a fan
but
that it was
nobody
worth
was
it?
going to, no team, Houston was not going to give another defensive lineman a $100 million contract.
'Cause
And
they already
other
gave
teams
Watt.
knew that, so that's what drove his value down. It wasn't that he forced his way out of there, right? It drove his value down. You weren't going to get a 1st round pick, second. Nobody was going to give you that
Yeah,
for
'cause
him
you can't pay
because
him
he's
that.
a free agent
Yeah.
next year, and we're not going to give him $100 million. So you
Because he
can
might
get
not
him
even
next
say
year.
that.
You know what I mean? So
y'all could pick up our boy
It's-
Taco. Y'all need somebody? We got Taco. We just
Y'all
cut
gave
him.
him a lot for
Man.
Tunzel. That's what I was talking about. Y'all gave
Tunzo's a beast, though.
still y'all gave
Who
him a
is that?
lot though.
No, but him and Kenny Stills came in
2
a package.
first
2
round-
first rounds and a 2nd round.
And a 5th.
I'm-
And a 6th.
But we get their 4th and their 3rd or some shit like that. We get picks back from them.
Still a lot, man.
Yeah.
And all that, and y'all
Still giving up sacks.
No,
still do.
Still
I
giving
don't
up
think
sacks.
Deshaun's gonna make it through the season. To be honest with you, the way he's getting hit, you know what I mean?
Is that the new Andrew Luck?
No.
His
He's
mind's
not gonna
different.
retire early.
His mind's in a
He's
different
24
place.
years old. He just turned 24
How
the
old,
other day.
how old
man.
is Andrew Luck?
Not about the same.
29, 28,
And
29.
Andrew
He
Luck
played
probably
7, 8 years.
Deshaun's probably already played as much as Andrew Luck.
He's had more injuries.
Who?
Deshaun Watson. He's had more injuries. He's torn an ACL
He
twice.
came in with the serious injury.
Yeah,
right?
he-
In
yeah,
both
he-
legs.
Yeah.
Since college, he's had more injuries than Andrew Luck. I think his mind is different though.
Yeah.
His mindset.
Yeah, his mindset, his the way he looks at team. I mean, obviously he ain't quit.
Right.
So,
Well, I mean, we'll see. I mean, a lot of these players just can't get over the injuries, and they're
I mean,
tired
talk-
of being hurt year round and shit, and they can't get over it. I was just reading an article today in Sports Illustrated about that Vontae Davis. You remember last year he walked out on the Bills during a game?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? He played a couple.
He was a little bit older though.
Cornerback.
No, he
right?
was 30 years
Secondary?
old.
No,
Bro.
but he's a little bit older.
Yeah, he's
Cornerback,
30.
that's-
Yeah, walked out. He said got to the locker room, got dressed, jumped in his car, and drove
But the
home.
Bills were garbage.
Yeah,
they
this
were
last year.
year.
And he said he didn't. He hasn't thought twice about it after that. He said his mind just wasn't there because he couldn't get over those injuries that he had.
Yeah.
And he was just tired of being hurt year round. I mean, anybody, you know. What I
Hey,
mean?
you know,
Give it
talk-
up.
talk about injuries,
You know
though.
who thought that though? You know who thought that too was old man Faithful from the Cowboys, number 82, Witten.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I think you-
Hey, 2 touchdowns, 2 games. He's back.
Yeah.
That motherfucker retired for 1 year.
Talking about injuries though, Cam Newton. Man, he can't get right. Superman.
shoulder.
His injury. I know, but if it's a shoulder though, in this last game they passed 45 times in the game. Why would
Yeah.
you do that?
I
Run
don't
the
know.
ball. Everybody knows.
But you can't run that little dude
They did it the week
McCaffrey?
before.
Yeah.
they did it the week before.
25, 30 times
They
in the
did
game.
it the week before.
Yeah, but that was that week.
No, he not rushed him that many times. He caught passes and
he had
rushed.
25 touches. This
Yeah.
lout game, he only had
Okay, so how many
less than 20 touches.
out of those 25? How many did he actually rush up the middle? Or
21.
Shit like that?
21 times he rushed the ball.
That's not bad.
But that's what I'm saying. Why didn't he have it in this game? Cam Newton does not need those type of run. Dak doesn't need to be passing the ball more than 35 times. Cam Newton doesn't need to be passing the ball.
Why-
Mitch
why-
Trubisky, Joe Flacco.
Why
those
did
guys should not-
Saquon only rush 11 times against you guys
Why did what?
in week 1? Why did Saquon only rush 11 times against you guys and had 120 yards?
I would have
Because
rushed him
they-
more
they
because they
already
have
got-
bad play calling.
And they already got. We put
That's
them
why
in
they
the dirt.
lost. That's why they lost by fucking 17.
They could have controlled the clock and kept your offense off the damn
They
field.
could have, but they
Yeah, if
didn't.
They
But-
rushed them
but our-
25,
They
28
should have done
times.
it.
But their
I-
defense couldn't. When our offense got on the field, the defense couldn't get the offense off. So it didn't matter. Like you can hold the ball as long as you want.
But in
as
that game,
soon as you give us that ball, because they
but
drop
in that
like
game,
90,
I would have rushed him more.
Yeah,
like,
me too. But
you
the
would
guy,
have to.
Everybody says it's a passing league, but man, they just don't. It's like these coordinators are showing their quarterbacks off or something. I understand. Just like Cleveland. Cleveland just played against the Jets this week. And
That
they're
was
over
horrible.
there. It was the last play of the game. They're over there throwing the ball.
It was horrible.
I don't get it.
And
you have Nick Chubb, rush him.
I'm
run
not
the
a
ball
big
with
fan
him.
of Baker Mayfield, man. I
Nah.
don't think he's all that damn good,
Nah, he is
man.
not.
He's a sober Johnny Manziel. That's what he reminds me of.
I don't think he's much more of a knuckle. I don't think he's that much of a
Yeah.
knucklehead than Manziel.
he has a
He's-
big ass
he's
ego.
had his
though.
moments.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he has a
He's
big
had his
ego.
I mean,
moments.
when you take a picture
I mean,
with
he
your
ran
shirt
from the
off and
cops.
Yeah, he ran from the cops.
The
Drunk,
night before a bowl game.
drunk, intoxicated. Yeah, but I'm saying,
Do I think he's doing cocaine with strippers? No,
no,
think
I
so.
don't. Yeah,
But
but
he's
he has
good.
an ego. Yeah, but I mean, you got to have an ego if you're going to be a great elite athlete.
But
you
not
know
with
what
your
I
shirt off and a white fucking tiger.
mean?
That was wasn't that
What was
Sports
it, in front
Illustrated
of a
though?
Bentley or some
So-
shit like
oh,
that?
That
Or
was
no.
for
what?
Sports Illustrated though.
I don't know, man, but that's just
Well, it's
too
just
much.
like Odell wearing a watch. Like what point are you trying to
And
prove?
no-
Hey, he wore a
Motherfuckers
$2
won.
million watch
I know
the other
why,
night.
though.
and
Why?
those motherfuckers have won.
Richard Mille and them are paying
they
him.
came,
they're
no, they
paying him
came
money.
out. They came out and they said that was that guy came out and said that was a fake watch that he was wearing. It wasn't real. Look it up.
Oh, the
There's
designer-
stories going around.
the
Yeah,
The designer said that?
yeah, said it wasn't a real one.
So they're not sponsoring him or what?
No, I mean I think he was trying to get sponsored, but they said it was a knockoff. Supposedly that's like the story like everybody's talking about right now.
That's old. That dude loves that limelight.
I mean he didn't wear it during the game. He just wore it during warm up.
Warm ups, yeah. Yeah.
I just wonder what is he trying to prove though? And then they tried to get him though. They called him off on third down to go take the visor off.
Visor off. Yeah, why do you have a
Man.
dark visor,
Well,
tinted
first of all, why
visor
did-
at night
first-
in a night game?
First down, they didn't say nothing. Second down, they didn't say nothing. Third down and goal, they pull him out.
Yeah.
Why? That's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
You should have pulled him out before that.
You should have put him out before the start of the game. The NFL have somebody that checks uniforms before the game starts. When
Yeah.
you walk out of the
Yeah.
locker room, they look from up and down, make sure that you're
Compliance.
in compliance
Yeah.
with the NFL rules, right? So somebody's not doing their job for
Yeah.
him to come out with the watch. But you can wear jewelry. It's not a rule that you can't wear a jewelry in the game,
Hey,
but
we
it can't be a
pulling-
hard jewelry. It can't
Hey,
be hard jewelry.
We pulling Crabtree on you. We getting that.
We're
Well,
the
snatch
change.
it.
We getting it.
Snatch
the
it.
Snatching
Yeah,
off the neck.
snatch it. Snatch it.
Crabtree ain't been the right since
Grab
the
that
chain
damn
got-
arm. Grab that arm and
Twice.
swing him around.
Twice.
But he ain't been.
He ain't been right since then.
Is he even in the league right
yeah,
now?
he plays for Arizona.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He plays for Arizona.
No shit.
I'm pretty sure.
No, he doesn't play for Arizona.
I'm pretty
bro.
sure he plays for Arizona.
I don't know.
Fantasy, I'm pretty sure he plays for Arizona. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
He ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Well, he was a beast the first couple of years in the league, though.
What do y'all think of Arizona's rookie quarterback?
Hey, that guy's a beast, man.
Hey,
Yeah?
That guy's
He's
good.
actually starting to turn me, but he has played Detroit, which they
That's
I
just
don't know.
offense versus offense.
But he brought him back from two
I know,
touchdowns.
and in
sack.
Baltimore, man, I knew that 14 points wasn't going to hold up.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, he's not playing bad, but you got to think
Their coach sucks.
They don't have no defense,
And they
just
have
like
no
at Texas
defense.
Tech, they didn't have a defense.
He sucks.
But
How
yeah.
do you
But they
get a
start-
job and you didn't even win at the college level?
Hey, but he's played two.
Yeah.
and you
Detroit-
freaking get a head coaching job.
Well,
bro.
everybody's
He
look,
made Mahomes.
I know, but everybody's looking for the guy in LA Rams. They're all looking for that type of coach now.
I know, but I think Reed has made Mahomes though, bro. His
Yeah.
coach right now at Kansas City, I think that cat has
Yeah.
made
Well,
Mahomes.
when you get with a
man.
good coach and you
Reed
got
make-
and you
Reed
got a good
makes every
quarterback,
quarterback good.
right? You see, yeah,
McNabb was
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
beast forever.
beast,
Alex Smith.
Alex Smith was a beast.
Exactly, yeah.
So Reed's got the recipe for these
Right.
quarterbacks. It's just he can't win. Like
It's kind of like Bill Belichick. He got the recipe too.
he's got one recipe.
Man, he's always- even when-
unflavored chicken. that's
Hey, he still did good with his backup quarterbacks whenever Tom Brady went down.
he did, bro. Look, they signed big contracts.
But
Bassett left and signed a big contract with Indianapolis.
Yeah.
They don't ever do anything when they leave Bill
Garoppolo-
Belichick. None of these quarterbacks do anything when they leave Bill Belichick.
Garoppolo's 2-0 up there.
Yeah, but I don't know,
Yeah.
man. They played weak teams. Tampa Bay,
That's true.
and they played
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That was a shootout.
Cincinnati.
too, 'cause
Yeah,
we had-
Cincinnati looked good the first game
we
against
had
Seattle.
that- We had
Oh
that.
yeah.
That was
That
a
was
game.
a
And
couple
then-
times.
and then they
Dalton
went
threw
up
some
there-
bullshit up there,
Oh,
and
man.
he went up there to go grab
And
it.
then
you
they
know?
went and whooped the shit at
Yeah.
Cincinnati too.
That's true. Yeah.
Any team surprised y'all so far, like with the start besides my Cowboys?
San Francisco.
What about
Baltimore.
Dallas? No,
Yeah,
Dallas.
no, Baltimore didn't surprise me though. They played Miami, which
Dude,
we
y'all
played
played
this
some
week.
weak teams, man.
Yeah, no.
I get it. Like
Y'all
I
played weak
Hey, I'll
teams.
tell you
How
what
are
did.
you-
I'll tell you what has
I'm not.
surprised.
know,
I'm
how-
not disagreeing.
How are
with
y'all
you.
yelling Super Bowl and y'all beat
I'm
New
not.
York and
I'm not.
I'll tell you what
Washington?
has surprised me though. So they changed that rule last year, and there has not been one defensive pass interference that they've changed. Did you know that?
On the review?
Yeah, on the review. You know what they have changed?
The offense.
Offensive pass interference. You know how when you have two wide receivers and they kind of hit each other and they kind of like make separation? They're calling those back now. There was a bad one against Oakland. I couldn't believe it. So it's crazy.
Well, at least, I mean,
I think it's weird.
Last year in that New Orleans and L.A. game, that was pass interference.
No,
I mean, there's no
wasn't.
doubt about that.
That wasn't pass interference.
That was.
How is that not pass interference?
That was pass interference.
But yeah, like I said, Baltimore is surprising, and Lamar Jackson is playing his ass off. And every news conference afterwards, he always says, "Not bad for a running back, right?"
Yeah,
Because they said he was a running back.
Yeah, he's salty.
But who they play? They played Arizona and they played Miami. We got to see him play. I want to see him play coming up because Miami. You got to think he's from Miami, and Marquise Brown is from Miami, and they played in Miami. They whooped the shit out of Miami at home. It was pretty much a home game for them two guys. They went back to and then they played Arizona. They didn't really play that. He played good, but he didn't play.
He threw some big passes at the end, man.
Well, Arizona, they don't have a defense,
Right. But
so I want to see him play a team or like a.
And
AFC.
their division, they don't have nothing. I mean,
because who they play this week?
Their division is Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Who else?
That's a tough division.
Who else is in their division?
That's a tough Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
That's always a tough division though.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially in the wintertime.
And who else is in there? Is it Buffalo?
No, it's Baltimore, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, and
Not the Jets, right?
no, not the Jets. No.
Look it up here real quick.
Well, I could tell you my surprise is the damn Dallas Cowboys.
Why?
Oh my God.
Because it's not. It's where it's where they came from. All right, 2
Well, you
years
didn't
ago,
like Dak though as much as you do now.
2 years ago, we had a quarterback that couldn't hit water if he jumped out of a
Yes, he
boat.
could. They went 13-3.
The biggest surprise is that this dude is throwing the ball accurately.
Better. Yeah.
Well, that's saying surprising that Lamar Jackson is throwing it accurately.
Of course.
You know
of
what I mean?
course.
But
They can say the same thing.
Josh Norman for Washington is horrible.
Yeah.
He was part of a scheme in Carolina. Am I right or wrong?
I'm not.
But they had great defensive tackles, defensive ends, and great linebackers. And Luke, what's his name?
Kuechly.
They had great linebackers that put pressure on the quarterback, make him force the ball out real quick, right? Yeah. So he was part of a system. You line his ass up one-on-one against, what's his name, Gallup? And Gallup roasted him.
Yeah.
Burnt the shit out of him.
He doesn't go good against guys that are way faster.
And who in the hell is a Gallup?
Gallup's good.
He's from Baylor.
Gallup's a good one.
See, here you go.
I mean, I never heard of the cat.
Surprise to you is just how crisp Dak is?
Yeah, like when you see him drop back and throw the ball, and then the camera is panned on him because he has the ball, and then the camera has to follow the ball to the receiver. Last year, that receiver would have been trying to turn around, having to stop or jump up, never catching the ball en route. This year, I would say about 90,
it seems like he's
hitting them in stride. He's throwing the deep ball with great touch.
Yeah.
Dude,
it seems like he's not thinking this year.
Yeah. The biggest thing is for me is another big key thing for the Cowboys is Cobb. That dude, Cobb. Randall Cobb is a motherfucker. Oh
dude.
Yeah, he's been a stud for a while, man.
Yeah. And the fact that
we're actually using all the players this year.
Yeah, to me, I mean,
Jarwin too.
Yeah, when we lost Beasley, I was like, damn, that's gonna hurt right there. But then Cobb, I was like, damn, we gotta upgrade him.
But then why you give Ezekiel Elliott $14 million or whatever? What the fuck you give him $14 million?
Why not?
You don't need him.
That's the goal.
You could have did it by committee. You could have did a running back by committee. Yes, you could.
I don't know.
You don't do that.
I don't know. I mean,
you don't do that.
We would look like y'all then.
Okay.
We'd be like y'all.
Hey, dude,
y'all
they got
still don't have a running back.
Carlos Hyde and what's his name?
Boo Boo.
Carlos Hyde is decent, dude, and Duke Johnson are pretty good.
Doo Johnson.
Yeah, Duke Johnson got cut by the fucking Browns.
No, he didn't. He got traded.
He had 3 carries for 15 yards the other night.
No, he did.
Pretty much. I had him on my fantasy. He sucked.
No, okay.
If
he sucked, why'd you have him on a fantasy team?
Because I thought he was going to be good, but I should have known a Houston team. I shouldn't have picked any players off their damn team. Besides
What has
Watson
Zeke
and
done?
Hopkins.
What has Zeke done?
Bro, he had 25 points last fantasy game. He had 100 yards quietly. 21 rushes for 110 yards.
But what saved him was that last run where he broke it for like 20-some yards.
There you go.
But you got to give him the ball 20 times so he can break them. If Dak stays under 35 and he has 20 rushes, we win.
All right, but is he going to break him or is that offensive line going to wear him out?
Yeah, that's part of running the ball.
See, that's the part that I don't like about the Cowboy team is all the strong piece. Like we have 2 max contract offensive linemen, 3 damn near. We got a max contract running back. We're gonna have to max out our wide receiver. We're gonna have to max out our quarterback. What's that gonna leave?
That ain't gonna leave y'all much in the
You
next
see
few
what I'm saying?
years down the road.
So that's
man.
what I'm saying. That's going to be the real problem.
Yeah.
Is that you can't just pay a stud, pay a stud, and he can make up for a not great tight end.
And
or
if y'all don't win the Super Bowl in the next 2 or 3 years,
Yeah.
man, down the road you're not gonna win because you're gonna be your contracts are gonna be jacked up,
contracts
man.
are all going to catch up on us.
You know what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we better enjoy this shit now. That's
Yeah.
why you see me. Woohoo!
Well, they're trying to do that thing with the quarterbacks where the quarterbacks don't go against the tax or whatever.
No, they're
Yes,
not.
they
man,
are. Look
shut
it
the
up.
hell, man. That's your opinion, Bradley.
No, look
That's
it
some
up.
Bullshit.
They
How
have
are
been
you gonna-
talking about
so
that.
you could pay the quarterback $100 million a year, and he's not going to go against
Yes,
the luxury tax,
bro. Look it up. I'm telling
Where'd
you.
you find that at?
It's on Yahoo Sports. Look it up. They have been talking about it. They've been trying to do it. The last agreement they just try to do. They just try to pass it.
That's
what
never
they're
gonna
trying to do.
It could happen
That's
like
never
like
gonna
like
pass.
yeah.
It's not. I'm not saying it's going to happen next year, but they've been talking about it. It's been in the talks for the last 5 years. They've talked
That's
about
like saying then you could have one star player on your NBA team that could get outrageous money, but everybody else has to stay on their salary cap.
it. No, but that would be the only player. They look at they don't even hit quarterbacks. All right.
I think the hustle. I think
right,
Put
When
that
it ha-
article up, Bradley.
Hey,
Man.
don't. You do whatever
I'm
you
gonna
want.
pull it up.
I think if you do something like that, then I would pay you 120, and then you could give him 20.
That's what I'm saying,
But no, but
dude.
you would still,
we need
you would,
you
you
'cause
still
you're-
wouldn't be able to get the quarterback would still have they wouldn't be able to go all crazy, but it wouldn't go against your salary cap. You're gonna pay him what you already pay him.
The market rate.
Yes, but that would be off your salary cap just for quarterbacks. That's what they're talking about. They haven't worked it all out, but that's what they've been talking about.
I
You gonna
ain't
put
never
that
heard
on
of
the
no
side?
shit like that, man.
Oh my god!
You gonna put that on the side?
what?
The quarterback salary.
Just the quarterback. I said it'd be shitty though because then you
Put it in
got
your back
quarterback.
pocket.
Well, they already treat
Ignore
quarterbacks
that.
fun weird anyways. You can't even hit them.
You
You
can't.
literally can't even do anything. You might as well put flags on the quarterbacks now.
That's
So
what
why
you're
wouldn't
doing.
you just make them? You have that guy. You pay him on the side because he is the quarterback.
Hey, don't be shocked when our asses are old and they're playing virtual reality football.
Yeah.
They're just in the booth.
Yeah, they just all got glasses on. You know what I mean?
But you can't max out those many players,
Yeah,
many players,
so-
and on a team though.
So
man.
that's
You're
the
gonna pay
problem.
for it years down the road.
I'm seeing with like the Cowboys are gonna have. I get it. Like they're what, the richest franchise in the world.
Yeah, I think
But
so. Behind the Yankees or some shit like that.
Hell nah. We done surpassed them.
You have you?
Hell
Well, y'all
yeah.
haven't surpassed the damn real
I
soccer
think
team.
the Cowboys is the most valuable franchise in the world.
I don't know about that.
Well, Jerry's gonna make sure that happens. Watch. Oh, Uncle Jerry, you know they got to win it for Jerry, man. That dude's
Man,
getting old. They can't pull any more skin back.
As long as y'all got Garrett there coaching you
Yeah,
guys,
that's
y'all ain't
about-
gonna win
you
shit,
absolutely
man.
right.
Y'all ain't gonna win a damn thing, man.
I'm glad they took the offensive coordinating away from him. And that's the thing, like, at the end of this year, if everything goes just on par with what it is and we win the Super Bowl, does that mean Garrett gets that money, the bag?
He might.
That's the part that's going to kill me right there.
Y'all been known that
'Cause he
this
ain't
a
gonna-
silly ass contract.
He can't coach a less than team. This is like damn near – I mean, they're damn near stacked at every position.
You are.
And that's, so, I mean, we'll see what happens.
But
with
we got to see y'all play a real team, though,
Of
bro.
course,
And
yeah.
that's not
It
gonna
was
be till
going to be
week
against
6 or 7.
It was going to be against the Saints.
Well,
And then, unfortunately for Saints fans, your quarterback went down with a thumb injury.
we'll see. They're still at home, though.
What'd you look up, Brad? What didn't you find?
I'm trying.
See,
He
here
didn't find
you
no
go.
bullshit article. We're going to put the quarterback salary to the
Yeah,
side.
he's looking
and
at porn
let-
websites.
yeah.
They literally. I just was listening to it.
You gonna find it? Find it for
I'm
us.
gonna find it.
Well, it's early in the football season, and we got a long way to go. So even though we've played some easy teams, y'all struggled against y'all struggled against the fucking
No,
Jacksonville.
y'all just don't know how to finish.
Y'all struggled
Like,
against
just finish these
Jacksonville.
damn games.
Yeah.
Y'all better be glad old boy didn't get 2 points. Y'all probably would have turned in your damn season tickets.
It would have been bad. It would have been fucking bad had he scored 2 points on us.
But y'all always have a problem with the Jaguars. Like I said, y'all always have a
Did
problem
y'all
with
bet
the
on
Jaguars.
that?
No.
Look
You
at
owe
it.
me some money?
Look, yeah.
You owe me some money?
No,
That's what I
you're
said.
going to
Did y'all
owe me
know?
some money at the end of the season.
For what?
Because y'all not even going to win y'all's division.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Who's gonna beat us now? You just said we had sorry ass division.
Y'all
This, this,
do.
and
I
that.
know,
That's
but,
how- that's
but
how-
y'all are
that's how bad y'all-
sorrier than
that's how bad- that's how bad y'all
y'all
are.
are sorrier than the worst team.
Y'all
anyway.
better be lucky. Y'all better be lucky. Yo, Luck retired.
Yeah.
That's what y'all
Yeah,
should be
yeah,
grateful
for sure.
Really, we're gonna.
But Mariota's going to beat y'all twice.
Twice. Okay.
He's ready to beat him.
No, but he's going to beat them twice.
Mariota's not even really a great quarterback.
Man, but they got a good running back and they play defense and they got a better coach.
Who's their damn coach? Not
Yeah,
Fisher.
anybody's a better coach than Bill O'Brien, man.
Y'all like Bill O'Brien. Y'all wanted
O'Brien
him. He was an
sucks.
old Patriot.
No, none of those.
I'll tell you who
Patriots-
has a good ass coach. That dude in Buffalo. They got a good coach. They got a damn good coach.
Who's that?
I forget his damn name.
Well, you heard what that quarterback said, right? He said they're the best team in New York right now, which I guess they are.
Who, Buffalo?
Yeah,
Well, the other teams aren't in New York. They're in New Jersey.
New York State. Yeah, so
This dude here. Always petty with the petty shit.
petty shit, man.
Always
man.
petty.
Gotta be
The
petty,
New
man.
York metropolitan area. How's that, Bradley?
All right, cool. There we go.
There you go.
But Buffalo is the best team. New York Jets.
Record-wise, yeah.
No, New York Jets are doo-doo.
What are the Jets? 0-2?
Man, they got a 4-string quarterback playing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because their boy got mono.
You got mine
How
there.
you-
That's I'm fucking kissing dogs or some shit. I
Man,
don't
see, that's
know.
the problem when you adopt a dog.
You
literally
can get
kiss you in the
mono
mouth.
real easy.
Yeah.
People get it all the damn time.
You
It's-
sound like you get it every other day or some
Yeah,
shit.
damn,
I'm
Stay
saying
away.
look it up. I had to look it up because
Hey,
I'm like, how the hell did this fucker get mono?
Hey, Mark Bradley's mic.
I'm like, how the hell did
Mark
this dude
Bradley's
get mono?
mic.
It's very-
Sanitize that
Mono's
damn
very
thing.
Put a
contagious.
B on there.
I ain't got no damn mono.
Put an in for mono mic.
Yeah, here we go.
Shit, that's that mono mic. Hell no.
Hey, they say you can get it pretty easy.
Get that shit away. He sound like, man, he make it sound like it's just a regular thing to do.
like
You know what I
it's
mean? Like, I'm going to go out
it's-
this weekend
it's
and
a
get
call.
mono.
Like
Yeah.
it's a call. I never heard of. I didn't even know what the hell it was.
I looked it up. That's how I found out it's easy to get. Supposedly it's easy to get. It's very contagious.
Yeah, hey, we'll stay,
stay your ass away from us, Bradley, yeah.
We ain't trying.
Bitch, I ain't got no damn mono.
Shit.
Golly.
So we contracted mono here at Shorthairco. Gonna shut us all down.
Shut down for a week, 2 weeks, huh?
Yeah.
God, damn, we have to bring the backups in here to cut hair. Yeah.
Hell no.
We're going to get them from Sexy Scissors, bring them over here.
Hey, so later on this year, we got a big fight coming up. It's on boxing. Sorry to switch it up a little bit. But Ruiz has got to defend. Actually, first, before that, we got fucking Sean Porter and Earl Spence.
Yeah.
Texas' own Earl Spence, right?
Right, and I was listening to XM Radio the other day, and Sean Porter was on there talking big shit.
Talking
I called
big.
you up and told you that shit.
Yeah, talking big shit.
He said he gonna whoop him. He said he gonna stop him in 8. That's what he said.
That's gonna if you do that's a hell of a task.
He
What
said
he
that,
said gonna stop him in 8?
he said he's gonna stop him in 8. He said that Earl Spence works from behind the jab, which
Yeah.
I don't know what that. I don't understand what he was feeling.
The jab sets up everything.
No, he didn't say the jab sets up everything. He said he just keeps working from behind the jab, and he says Earl Spence doesn't like to brawl, and he said he can fight you 3 different ways.
Well,
You know what I mean? So,
hey, come at the September 28th.
well, you know what? I think if Earl Spence loses this fight, man, it could be downhill for that cat, man.
That quick.
That quick, man.
Nah, there's too much money behind him.
Behind Earl Spence.
He's not even signed. Who is he signed
Spence?
with? Yeah.
But you got to think, though.
Jerry Jones was trying to sign
I
him.
know, but you got to think the big fight that he had in Dallas, that put him on the map. Now he can
Who's-
sell out a big arena
Who's
like that.
Floyd signed to?
His own.
Well, that's what he's trying to do.
He's trying to sign. There's like 3 or 4
Of
people
course.
in Dallas when Earl Spence fought last time. He's a free agent.
Yeah, he knows that.
So he hasn't signed yet.
Yeah,
so
he
he
knows
needs
that.
to sign with the big. That's what I'm saying. If he loses a fight, come on, man. Why do you think they don't let Canelo go up against big time competition?
That's what I always say.
Because that's their cash cow, bro.
That's what I was just talking about a client today. He's like, "You gonna watch that Canelo fight?" I said, "You don't even know when he fights anymore because they just throw him like bones and shit."
Bullshit fights.
Yeah, just so you
that's
can beat
their
up.
cash cow, bro.
All they do is they get Mexican people to order his pay-per-view fight, buy a lot of Bud Light, and then at the end of the night they're cheering because their Canelo won when he just beat a scrub. Why hasn't he fought Triple G again?
No, nobody wants to see that bullshit.
Yeah, who
again.
does?
But he's moving up in 2 weight classes. It's coming up soon in November.
Who's gonna? We'll see. But
He's
they
moving up to a light heavyweight, I think, or some shit like
De
that.
La Hoya's gonna protect him.
They always do. So what I'm saying about Earl Spence, he loses a fight as a free agent. Who's going to want to pick up a cat that has a 1 loss already?
That's still Earl Spence. It's not like
You making it sound like his name is as big as Money Mayweather or some
No,
shit.
it is not.
What are
I'm
you
not-
saying? I mean,
I'm not saying that.
if
but
he
you
was
know,
so big time, he would have been signed to damn mega
Here we go.
$100 million.
USA Today.
I bet you watch that pay-per-view event. That's how
Each
big
team
it
can
is.
designate one quarterback. Let's call it the franchise QB tag. That's what they're talking about.
Well, who said that? USA
said
Today.
that?
That's what.
But
That's
that's
an
not the
opinion.
NFL.
That's
I
an
know
opinion
that,
article.
No, it's not.
man.
USA Today is not opinion.
But
The
they said-
NFL has been talking about it.
But did it
because
say the
they're-
NFL said it, or
That's
is
what
it
they-
USA said it?
It said USA Today
but
bullshit.
that's been a thing that they've been talking about.
That only USA said it.
I didn't say it was going to happen in the next 5 years, but that has been something they have talked about.
Only USA
That's what.
on
That's what
Yahoo's-
the
but the
owners. have
NFL's
been-
not talking about
Yes,
it.
they have. The owners and oh my god. All right.
Anyway, getting back to Earl Spence.
You know what makes awesome radio is Bradley Googling stuff.
Yeah, that's why we just kept on with the boxing. Let him.
All right.
So, 'cause,
But you
know,
tell me, would you, if you're a big time promoter,
what if he
would
doesn't lose? What if he becomes like the next Roy Jones or the next? He's got that skill set. He's like, if you watch that dude fight, he's a smaller version of fucking Roy Jones. He's a skilled, like he's skilled light.
He's not as powerful as Roy Jones.
Of course not.
He's not as powerful.
Yeah, of course not, because he's a lighter. But he
But
knocks
I'm just saying
motherfuckers
that.
out.
Yeah, I've seen him knock some
He
people
knocks
out.
motherfuckers out.
But this Sean Porter's no joke, though,
Of course not.
This Sean Porter's no joke.
But who did Sean Porter lose to?
Shit,
He
I-
lost to damn Keith Thurman.
But
Keith Thurman just got smashed by damn old man Pacquiao.
But
Yeah,
he
but
said
I'm
he
like-
was hurt against Pacquiao, though, too.
Man, come on, man.
That's just
That's
like
the same thing
Pacquiao said he
Pacquiao
was hurt against Mayweather.
Yeah, but he still fought.
He fought. Yeah,
He
you
still
did.
They didn't have to, yeah.
He still
Yeah.
fought. Thurman came in that ring. Thurman wouldn't have won. I bet you Thurman would have knocked him ass out.
You remember Danny Garcia was a rising star? And then when Thurman beat his ass, what happened? You don't hear about him much anymore. He's fucking fighting on undercards
But was
and
he
shit
a
like
rising
that.
star?
But
He
he
was.
was.
Danny Garcia was.
Danny Garcia's had a buzz, but Danny Garcia had a buzz with the girls. The girls like. I knew more people. I knew more females that like Danny Garcia.
Dude, but he's a fighter, man.
Man,
I mean, he's
he
a
was
brawler
alright.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
I
was,
didn't-
I mean,
he was
no,
alright.
no, I mean, come
I
on.
didn't know
he-
Danny
I
Garcia
didn't say
until
he
he
was bad. I
lost.
just say he was all right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he was terrible.
But his buzz isn't what it used to be,
no,
though,
of
with
course
the loss.
not, because he's also older. He's been fighting how many years now? It ain't like early. It ain't.
Because what's the other? Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia?
Yeah, it's two
That's the
different.
one Mikey Garcia just fought Spence, right?
Who?
I don't know.
And that's
in
who,
Dallas.
Yeah, in Dallas. Was that Danny Garcia?
That was one of them Garcias.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
That was one of the Garcias.
Yeah.
So
Because he
that's
came up in weight class to fight him.
Yeah.
that's gonna be a real entertaining fight. I mean, my money's on Spence.
You going to have that fight here?
No.
No.
Well, you know what? This motherfucker here. He knows that special invite
Yeah,
only.
yeah.
You act like everyone who's watching this is invited. No, you're not invited.
Hey.
If you don't get a text message from me,
It's good for our ratings, man.
Well, yeah, you can.
We're
And
we're
you
having
can
a
always
fight
have
here.
Justice come and then record
Hey,
it.
by
by
the time this is out, the fight is
Last
already
time
over.
you invited
Hey,
your
look,
homeboy.
so we
yeah.
had the Pacquiao fight,
Yeah.
right? We had the Pacquiao fight versus
man.
Thurman, and we do a shop thing. You know, we like to host and show love to, our people.
Yeah.
And so we invite this classy guy here, and he brings his fine friends. Hey, you notice he don't bring like the owners of Hop Dotty or the owners of Moonshine in here.
No.
Now this motherfucker brings us busters and shit.
His homeboy.
Yeah, he bring his homeboys fresh
his homeboy's
out.
like, hey,
Fresh
man,
out.
Hey, man.
Hey, so
can I-
look, I'm sitting on my chair, and I'm appreciating. I'm in my zone. You know, we're watching on big screen. We got it set up, and his boy comes and taps me on my shoulder and goes like this. He goes, "Hey, can I stream this for my friend?" And I was just like, "Oh, yeah." And I just looked straight, and he's still like staring at me, like waiting for me to like really answer. I'm like, "For real?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, "Damn." I said, "I guess." Hey,
Dude, I didn't have no. He never told me he's gonna do that shit when he came here, Doug. Because I would have told him, dude, no, you can't do that bullshit here. Like that surprised me when he set it up and when he said all that shit. I was like, dude, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, here's the kicker: is that the dude sets up the phone, is doing his thing, and he's hooking up his homeboy. His homeboys, they're all happy and shit like that. And the phone dies, and this dude pulls out a backup phone to get back in connection with it. I was like, "What did that boy do for you? Did that dude serve time for you? What did he do?
Oh, my God.
He took the charge for you.
Yeah,
huh?
how do you get that damn close where you carry a backup phone in case
man.
the
Shit was terrible.
That's horrible, man.
It's almost as bad as taking a plate.
So that guy's not in. Yo, man, that's another thing, man. God,
taking a plate.
Taking a
man.
plate,
Hey,
man.
look, if you go to a party, if this is a house party, a business party, whatever, if you ain't bringing shit, don't take shit.
Don't take a damn thing.
It's
don't
that
take it.
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just bring your appetite and you leave and you're not hungry, that's it. That's the prize. Like you're not leaving hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go pack a fucking plate.
Oh hell no. That's just bad, man.
And you know what's bad when
It's a mound.
yeah
Oh.
when they put a plate on top and a plate on bottom and there's like that much gap in between, like
Oh, when they take 3 or 4 of the damn thing
Yeah.
for the kids and all kind of
Yeah.
shit, man. You're like, God damn, you eat all week.
hey, I'll pull out a Cool Whip container. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready. I'll fill that shit up. It's empty. Don't think it's Cool Whip. It's empty. I'm stocking up on some shit.
Oh man.
So that's that. So yeah, we are gonna have we so if you get an invite, you should come. It's a good time.
Oh yeah.
The other big fight is gonna be. We'll talk about it later on, but it's gonna be that Ruiz and Joshua fight in Saudi Arabia in
And Ruiz
December.
gonna beat
December
that dude up
7th.
again.
That's gonna be a big one. Hey,
And I got big money riding on this fight, and I
here
told
we
him,
go. What's big money?
everybody's talking about $500. Everybody's talking about Joshua's going to beat him. Joshua's going to beat him.
Yeah.
Thing is, if you have a glass chin, you have a glass chin.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
care
do
if you
that.
train for 30 years.
Yeah.
If your chin is glass, you cannot train your chin to not be glass to take a punch. If you can't take
What
a
was that
damn
dude
punch,
in UFC that couldn't take a punch? The big dude. He had a sword tattoo.
Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar
Lesnar.
couldn't take a punch.
Yeah.
The girl, what's her name?
Oh yeah.
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
Ronda Rousey couldn't take a punch.
Y'all forgetting about the main motherfucker, Mike Tyson's punch out, glass jaw Joe, baby.
Exactly, but that's what I'm
Hey.
saying. They're talking about he's gonna be in better shape. He's gonna. Dude, I don't
don't
give a
matter,
shit
yeah.
what he is. He
Yeah.
still has a glass chin.
He still
Yeah.
got it. He still got
And you can train as long as you want. If your chin is glass, that's just the way
if
it
you get
is,
touched
bro.
right here barely, and you going and you getting sleepy.
And
That dude got
Ruiz-
hands anyways though.
And Ruiz put hands on that dude, man.
Pause.
Put
Hey, we
hands.
were
Yeah.
just talking about this. I said you could tell Ruiz has fought a lot growing up.
Oh, he fought every day.
Yeah, hey,
every
hey,
day.
You know there are people watching that damn fight and watching Ruiz win, and they looked at their homeboy like, "Hey, he whooped my ass in middle school." You know what I mean? Hey, for
I was
real?
up at a bar and I won $150 that night. Maybe it was a couple hundred, maybe. That night there was some dude sitting up there. I was like, "Hey, man, this Ruiz is gonna beat him, man." No, he's not, man. Look at his body. This, I was like, all right, man.
man.
Which I already seen about 4 or 5 fights of Luis. You know what I
Hey.
mean? I knew what he was capable of doing. Joshua is the big puncher. He's holding his hand up,
Yeah.
waiting for the big punch to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
You know? And dude, that third round when he knocked him down, everybody, I told you so. I said, watch this. That dude got up and whooped his ass, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Whooped his ass.
hey, it was at the bar where my client had to come check you for my money.
Hey, you tell
Hey,
that dude.
I got goons out there.
Hey,
so
you
if
tell
ever-
that you tell that little dude, man. He ever come up to ask me about some money again, dog? He gonna be coming to
I
his
got
barbershop with
I got-
some lumps upside
I
his
got
head.
goons out there.
Y'all
boy.
gonna be
They-
cutting his head and be like, "What is that big knot up there?" Justice slapped the shit out of me, man.
I have a hit list. out
Asking
there.
about your money.
If you owe me $10 or more, I got somebody looking for you. Wherever you at.
That
With
little
your-
dude gonna say, hey,
you're with your family.
Damon said you owe him some money. I said, dude, you don't get the fuck away from me with that bullshit, man. I'm gonna stomp your ass out in here,
He
man.
was
You know
with
what I
his
mean?
family, his
So
kids
bad.
got all. Take the kids to the
Damon
car.
talking about, Damon said you owe him some money. I said, dog, you better shut up,
Hey,
man.
he gave me my 20. I know that. He gave me my 20.
So terrible.
So yeah, man. So well, anyway, that's so yeah, man. Boxing, man. That's gonna be.
Those are the big fights with boxing.
Hey, have you feel like boxing's came back and took over since UFC? I feel like UFC's fell off big time
Yeah, they don't.
because there were a time where I mean,
Conor McGregor kind of killed it for him
Yeah.
because they're not making any money in UFC. The UFC is making money,
Yeah,
but the
but they're not
fighters
paying their
itself,
people out.
Yeah,
when you have your best fighter come to boxing, that says a lot about UFC.
And that's the biggest purse he's ever made.
That's what I'm saying, and that
Yeah.
was your biggest fighter at that time. Like he was the biggest well-known
and
name.
then he tried to go back to UFC
Yeah.
and like demand that type
it
of
was
money,
like it was like watching wrestling.
and then got his ass whooped
Got his ass whooped,
by
yeah.
Khabib.
Yeah, that
Got-
dude is a beast.
Yeah,
But
that dude-
they said these cats that are at UFC they be fighting like not the main event but the pre-main event or whatever that they only make probably $10,000, $15,000 a fight. You
That's
know
why I
what
would
mean?
never
Like,
do
who in
UFC.
the
I
hell
would
do
never go
some-
to UFC, man.
But
why would you want to
you-
get your head kicked in for $10,000?
I don't know,
It's
but
a different-
that's
it's
that's
just
that.
different,
But
though.
that's that opportunity. What happens if you kick that dude's head in?
Well,
Now there's a
the
demand for it.
UFC guys need a union. That's the only
They do.
sport that really doesn't have a union.
You're right.
Boxing, they don't. I mean, it's different. It's boxing, but they don't have a union in
Dana
UFC.
White is the mob over there, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Well, they're competing with just lesser named people. So unless
Right.
you're gonna go to Bellator or, you know,
Well, a lot of guys, they pull
wherever.
them
I
from
mean,
there.
fuck
Well,
that.
that
But they-
female
they-
left. That female, what's her name?
Ronda
Cyborg.
Rousey?
Cyborg
yeah.
left, and she signed with
I think
one
they
of
pushed
the
her
Bellator
out,
or
though.
somebody.
She lost
Yeah,
her
because
last fight.
UFC bought one of those companies.
But
What's
it-
it called?
supposedly she
Pride
signed
or
one
whatever.
of-
They bought
yeah,
that
she-
one.
No, they
company.
bought Pride out a long time ago.
She signed one of the biggest contracts ever with one of these secondary MMA companies or whatever.
Hey,
You know
well,
what I mean?
they got to do something. I mean, they always try. They just can't penetrate that UFC market. I mean, there's some people who watch them. It's like WWF and then WCW.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
very few people watch. There were some hardcore WCW fans,
Yeah.
but everyone was about WWF,
Right.
and that's what UFC is. UFC is WWF,
Yeah.
and everybody else is WCW, and all that
They
other
just need to
bullshit that
come
comes on
together.
at
But
midnight.
your biggest star, McGregor, and his fights were only making $4 or $5 million.
Yeah,
F that.
Shit,
you know what I
3.
mean? Yeah.
I think it's.
And having to get some of the pay-per-view shit.
and
you
your
know?
span at your reign at the top is not as
So,
long.
yeah, 'cause
you're
It-
getting
it's
knocked the hell out,
unpredictable.
yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't pay Mayweather $5 million to do some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Like you talk about $5 million, Mayweather roll his eyes at you, man. You know what I mean?
That's another watch.
So Yeah, exactly.
That's another
Boxing's
watch.
also different though. They do 12 rounds. UFC's 3. I mean, it's just
But a
3 to 5.
championship round in UFC is 5.
Yeah,
That's 25 minutes.
That's 25 minutes.
36 minutes.
That's
you
a
know what I
long
mean?
ass
Like,
time.
So I mean,
That's a long ass
Yeah, I
time.
mean, I think it should be more in UFC, but they're not. The fighters have to demand that.
you're right. You totally
Like
right.
in
I mean,
boxing,
they're-
they demand. Like,
They're already
they're
taxing. It was like $90 for UFC. That's
Yeah.
why.
Is it that much?
it's
and then-
70. It's about the same as
But
boxing.
then you got to get the channel.
yeah.
What do you mean?
You got to get like the ESPN.
They
It's
did-
like a different channel.
yeah,
That
'cause-
ESPN Plus.
Yeah. It isn't just like pay-per-view boxing.
Because now
because
they got Fox. They do their stuff on Fox and they do their stuff on ESPN.
Plus, right? That
Yeah.
ESPN Plus, yeah. I got that on my phone. It's only $5 a month.
I'm broke.
You know what I mean?
I'm doing bad. You got.
I was watching that Fury fight the other night. Tyson Fury.
I heard he didn't look too good.
Yeah, he didn't look great at all. He got his eyes slashed the
Yeah.
hell open,
And
man.
that dude ain't that damn good either. When
The dude's a brawler, man.
Yeah.
You know, that big old dude.
Yeah, he's a brawler.
Yeah, I mean, the right matchups haven't happened yet. You haven't seen Deontay Wilder fight anybody like these top guys yet, besides Fury.
Well, there's not really anybody he can fight, is there?
But
I think he's gonna fight Fury later on this year.
yeah, he has to fight Fury, and then the winner of
Ruiz.
Joshua and Ruiz.
Yeah.
If it's Ruiz, golly.
Dude, once he whoops his ass again, you know what I mean?
He's
And
done.
Ruiz has one loss, and he lost in a championship bout on a split decision, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he's lost on the champ. He's what is he? 28-1 or some shit like that. 29-1.
Yeah.
And the only loss he has is in a championship
Who was it
bout
against?
with the split decision, man. Dude, let me think about it. Give me a few seconds. I forgot.
Well, for the time
But
being,
it was
he's
a
a
split
champ.
decision, bro.
Yeah.
He's got
So
all
he
the
barely.
belts.
Yeah, he does.
You see him everywhere. I'm kind of worried that he's losing focus.
I hope not, man.
I mean, you see him on Kimball. You see his ass on fucking everywhere. Good
Yeah.
Morning America. And
Hey,
Well,
that was
he-
big time. That was a big time. I mean, that was
he just can't get
big
rid of
underdog, man.
that accent though. That little SA accent. I love it. It makes me proud when I
Makes
watch
you
him.
proud, that's what I'm
He-
saying.
He has no training to be on there, and there he is, like next to Jimmy Kimball, and you're like, that
Hey.
Kool-Aid smile. You know his mom's happy. You know his mom's happy. She's like, "Mom, mijo." She's
Yeah.
praying on the TV screen. She's like killing chickens, getting blood on it.
God,
Hey,
damn,
you
man.
never know his mom's like shit. There's Mexican moms that are crazy like that.
Yeah, there.
They rub eggs on you. Y'all,
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know about our.
I remember there's my mom was telling me that one time about rubbing the eggs, and if they crack the egg and it's the
It's black?
and it's the eye or some shit in their chicken, there's an eye or something, it's a old hole.
Yeah,
or some
somebody's got a curse on you.
And my
What
stepdad goes,
happened?
"Nah, that's a baby chicken."
Yeah. Hey, so back in the day, like if you got sick, right?
Yeah.
And Tylenol didn't fix it,
Yeah.
then they think that somebody put like something on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Like a curse.
Oh, they call it old hole.
almost,
or
yeah,
some
old
shit.
hole, like
Yeah.
almost like. You know what I mean? Like you got pretty hair.
Yeah.
Well, you better touch it because you're gonna give me your hole. I mean, like it might fall out or
Yeah.
it's gonna go straight or whatnot. So they'll lay your ass down, like, and you be like laying on the bed all body hot, temperature hot, and they're rubbing an egg all over you and saying a prayer. An egg. An egg.
Yeah.
I know.
And if they crack it open and shit, there's
Yeah.
something in it, like
Yeah,
an
that
eye
means-
or some
yeah.
shit, you have it or some shit. I don't know what it is. It's a saying, man. But
Yeah, hey,
but
but-
my stepdad was like, "Nah, I think you got a baby chicken in there."
Hey, but I bet you it worked. I bet you felt better the next day.
Hey.
Hey, so that's some old Mexican shit right
Yeah.
there. So that's what Reese's parents be doing when he's
Oh,
on
yeah.
TV.
Well, y'all
Yeah.
need to do that against the Texans because y'all
Y'all,
got
the whole team is old.
Yeah.
Got the Milo
Here
home?
we go. Here we go with that bullshit.
Hey, y'all
man.
gonna beat the Patriots?
Nah.
Are y'all gonna beat the Patriots?
Yes.
You
don't
want
know.
to put money on that?
No, when it comes down to the game, because I gotta
How
make sure I
much?
got all my players.
How much? Oh, we gotta.
We'll put 100 on it
Okay.
I might need some of that action.
Yeah.
that day. I'm getting points, right?
No, we ain't get. See, there we go. Y'all are so great, but you want points.
I'm saying if I'm getting them, I might as well take them.
Man, come on.
Green Bay's gonna be the test. It's gonna be the real Packers.
Where do y'all play them at? In Green Bay?
Yeah, Green Bay comes here. I know a lot of people go to that game.
Yeah.
We got a lot of cheese.
We got a lot of good games this year. We got
It's
Patriots.
just the beginning is weak, but the rest of the schedule is pretty strong.
Yeah.
It's
We'll
stronger.
see.
It's harder than y'all's.
No, ours is ranked higher than y'all.
Is it?
Yeah.
By
I looked at
y'all,
that.
it's ranked higher by y'all.
Okay. No, the strength of the NFL strength of schedule.
Y'all just lost to Jacksonville by 1 point. I still can't believe that. Crappy.
We
ass
beat Jacksonville by 1 point.
Yeah, y'all, I mean, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
Y'all beat Jacksonville by one damn
But
point.
y'all beat New York. Y'all beat
The
Washington.
brakes off.
Oh,
them.
Yeah,
We beat them so bad. We got a 21-point spread this next game.
Yep.
And that shit don't happen in college football,
Yeah.
in professional football.
That's college.
No, there's two games.
23. New
There's
England
two
got
games.
23.
There's two games this weekend.
Yeah, New England has 23.
Who's New England playing?
They're playing the Jets.
The Jets, right?
That
Yeah.
division is weak. That's
Yeah.
10 divisional championships in a row. New England has
and then they go
because
and
they
pick up
play
Antonio Brown.
Buffalo, New York, in Miami.
That's true.
That's the weakest division in football. I don't care what nobody says.
You disagree?
Super Bowl champion comes out of there every year, it seems like. So how can that be the weakest division?
Because they don't play nobody. They get home field advantage.
Okay, but they got to play people throughout the playoffs.
In the playoffs, that's when they
Okay.
got to do work. But New England's the best team. They've been the best. They got the best coach and one of the best quarterbacks.
And even
in
when
the
they
league.
travel, they win.
Yeah.
Well, this year, most of the time
Yeah.
they lose though whenever they travel.
Everyone
That's
count-
been like,
everyone-
I was like the
New
first year
England-
they've won on the road.
I think they got a chance of going 16-0.
No.
I think Tom Brady is eventually going to be a hologram playing quarterback. I think that dude's
Well,
ever-
they look.
I
They
don't think
have,
that dude's ever gonna
they have-
retire.
every year they have top 5 rushing and top 5 defense pretty much every year. Every
Yeah.
year, and you got badass quarterback play and one of the best coaches. That'll get you championships, and it has got them championships.
And I wonder how many max players do they have on their team.
They don't, because it's the New England way. When the quarterback takes a fucking discount, what are you going to say?
Well, watch when Tom Brady retires.
They have one max player. Which
Watch
is
when
Gilmore.
Tom Brady retires, there ain't going to be no more New England way. They ain't going to be able to do that shit.
That
It's
coach
just
is
like
still
when your
the-
boys retired in San Antonio. That was the Spurs way, but now there's no more Spurs
But
way.
they're still
'cause-
good.
Oh, no one's discrediting them.
As long as they got Pop there, they're going to be decent.
gonna
They'll
be-
be a playoff team.
They're going to be. Did
We
they make
might
it
not
last
go
year?
far in the playoffs. Yeah, we
Yeah.
made the playoffs last year.
Oh, nice.
Not the year before.
We made it. Yes, we have. We
No.
made the playoffs. We made the playoffs
Y'all
20
did
years
not.
in a row, brother. Since
There was a year y'all didn't
1999.
make the playoff.
Y'all, no, yeah.
No, we made it 20 years in a row.
No, yeah.
Check it. You want to bet? You want to bet?
You did not make the playoffs last year.
Yes, we did, Bradley.
Not last year, but the year before that.
Yes,
no,
we
y'all
did.
did not.
We've made it 20 years in a row, man.
I don't think y'all.
Since 19,
hey,
since that we won it, we won in 98, 99. We've made the playoffs every year since.
Man, I ain't going to bet, but I'm going to look it up.
Look it up.
look it up. But them damn season ticket value prices went up or down.
Down.
They're still charging.
Yeah, they're
that,
still
that,
charging.
that value doesn't go down at all. Still charge shit out of you.
We'll get into more basketball later on. Later on in the year when it gets a little bit closer. There's been a lot of basketball moves. I feel like there's still a lot more to come.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what happens there. Hey,
Training camp opens up on the 1st for the NBA, October the 1st.
you got Lonzo Ball and
You
his
got
dad
Alonzo Ball
disputing.
cussing his dad out. You see
Yeah,
that shit?
Yeah, you said that he's damaged goods.
Yeah, dog.
How do you tell your
God
son
damn,
that though?
dog.
God.
He said, you've been damaged good for 2 years.
Damn, how do you tell your own son that? That's fucked up. Like damn. Like
Yeah.
you
Somebody had to say it.
yeah, but dude, you can't say that. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
no.
That's that's something you tell.
But
your,
did you hear the whole conversation?
Nah,
though?
but you still can't tell your son that.
What was
But
the
he
whole
didn't,
conversation?
he didn't really say it like that though. It wasn't.
Yes, he did. He said, well, he told him, he goes, what, because you've been damaged good for 2 years?
I didn't-
Because they were talking about changing the brand.
yeah.
The brand.
That's terrible.
And they're talking about if the apple falls off, a bad apple falls off the tree, you don't cut the whole damn tree down.
Yeah.
And Lonzo was like, you cut the limb down. He was like, then that's how it came about. He was like, you've been damaged, for 2 years,
Damn.
damaged good for 2 years, and blah, 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 this and that.
That's that.
I mean,
that's
but he
that.
could always go by himself. I don't know why. It's like there has to come where you have to be your own person.
He should have signed with Nike when he came
should-
out of
You already
UCLA.
know. They were trying to
know.
do something bigger though.
I understand that. I
They
get
tried,
that.
but
But you
they-
can't compete with these big companies
Yeah,
like this.
not
man.
for shoes. He should have just did like shirts and hats.
Yeah.
because it's easier to do.
stickers.
But he said he was changing his shoes every quarter.
Yeah, because they're falling apart, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, they're falling apart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, damn, that's crazy. I don't know where the hell they're getting
I
those
need to go
shoes
trade in
from.
my big baller shoes then,
He ain't
man.
got no damn big ball.
You know he does. He got some slides. You know he got some damn
He
slides.
got Crocs
some
on.
$400 slides.
Look got Crocs. Camouflage. No, you ain't never been hunting your damn life. Why the hell do you need camo Crocs for? When you hunting, like, so that you completely blend in?
I guess. I don't know. They're comfortable as hell, though. I love my Crocs, man.
Man, there have been plenty of times I had them on my feet and I just couldn't pull the trigger to buy them. Like Crocs, yeah, I've been
They're
like,
comfortable as
That's some
hell.
Lago Vista shit.
I've been at Academy, that and Spurries.
Yeah. See?
Furries.
Don't worry about me and my Spurs.
Furries.
Yeah.
That's why I bought some button-down polos. I was like, what? You on the court?
Yeah, no,
Man,
yeah.
you
So
going-
it's
who
like,
has-
good church shirts. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need. Good church shirts.
Good church shirts. He pulled out this 1990s polo shirt. I was like, where the hell did you get this damn vintage
You know what I'm
shirt?
saying? Don't be
He's
hating.
gonna put it on, you know,
Yeah,
he's
they
at
look
a
sell or some shit.
Yeah, they look
This
good.
motherfucker gonna wear with some khaki pants, a tucked-in plaid
Some
shirt.
polo boots.
What is this? Nice
No,
and
not
fucking
polo
polo
boots.
boots.
See, no, man. I got
You
my
know,
nice
I'm
little
about to-
shoes.
He's
Okay,
bringing back lugs.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
He found a pair of lugs out there. The last pair. He
Some
found
Timberlands and
he
shit.
found them at Burlington.
Man, here we go.
Burlington
Goodwill. They got good sales at Goodwill.
Hey, Burlington still got Mark Echo shit. Damn,
See,
man.
now that cut and sew, that's how that used to be my shit.
Hey, they've been out of business for a long time, but Burlington still got them. So,
I ain't been to Burlington in a long time.
anything else you want to add on sports?
Oh, that's
Any
about it.
prediction? I'm gonna make a Super Bowl prediction. I feel like it's gonna be battle of America's teams.
You
Think
just
it's gonna
jinxed
be-
yourself right there, brother.
I say it's gonna be the battle of America's teams.
Well, who's the America's teams?
Well, your America's team would be New England.
I don't know who
Okay.
the America's team is.
And your
And
America's team would be Dallas.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what
But
you're
I
saying?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be Kansas City. If they get Jalen Ramsey, it's over.
They're not gonna get Jalen Ramsey.
Man, they trying. That's what.
And I think
it's Jalen Ramsey, the Eagles. He said he wanted to go to Vegas.
Dude, y'all not gonna beat the Rams or Seattle this year,
Bro,
man.
the Rams don't even look that good.
As long as you have
in
Russell
Seattle-
Wilson on your team,
Bro.
you're good, man.
All right,
I'll
that
give you-
defense is weak.
Like I will
That
give you-
defense is weak.
I will give you that. See,
That
that's
defense
the
is
thing.
weak.
Like you could, Russell's like a gamer. Like
Exactly.
He'll go out there
Yeah.
and ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
He'll ball with whoever's out there.
Exactly.
And so he don't need as many moving pieces as like
Yeah.
our boy Dak does.
For sure.
Right.
You see what I'm
He
saying?
makes
So-
shit happen, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can make shit
He's
happen.
a playmaker,
But
big time playmaker.
he'll beat Seattle. The Dallas Cowboys will beat Seattle. Seattle's defense is weak right now, and their running game is like they still need a running game.
They just went up to
when you-
Pittsburgh and beat
I
shit
know,
out
but
of
when you go to the
Pittsburgh.
playoffs,
In Pittsburgh.
when you go to playoffs, you need your defense to play good. You need a good running game. That's who wins in December.
We
Look
beat
at it.
Seattle.
Huh?
We beat them
beat
last
Seattle.
year.
Y'all beat him in Seattle?
I don't know.
We're not going to play them in Seattle. We're going to have a bye.
I remember Zeke. I
So
remember.
you're going to have home field advantage throughout
Yes.
the playoffs.
I remember.
We
old
had it
Zeke-
last year.
I remember old Zeke ran over.
And y'all lost in the
We
first
had
round.
one day. We had one game. at
Yeah,
home.
one game. You talking about like y'all
We had a
had
home
it.
field. We had it last year. We lost the first.
Who'd
damn
y'all
game.
lose to?
We lost to LA Rams.
There you go. That's who y'all going to lose to again this year, man.
No.
You think?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not a psychic. We could be.
I don't think
Or the Saints. You still got to go through the Saints. You
Well,
got to
we're
go
gonna
through
be
the
out
Rams.
the entire year is 6 weeks.
He can be
6
out.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna do enough just to get by, and then that dude's gonna come in and be the Superman out the phone.
But look how he did last year, though. He throwing interceptions at the end.
Dude, they should have beat the Rams.
He
They
threw-
should have been in the Super Bowl last
That
year.
play shouldn't even have existed. They should have went down there and he should have scored. They threw an interception. It shouldn't even have came down to New Orleans. Shouldn't even have came down to that.
That pass interference?
Before that, even going to overtime.
It wasn't overtime last year.
It wasn't overtime?
No, it was
Well, it
regular.
was a play right before that. Before
The
that play.
pass interference. Is
I know,
the
but
one that-
before that play, because the Eagles got the ball.
No,
Or that-
the Rams and the Saints.
you talking
what I'm
about
saying.
what game you talking about?
Yeah.
You in a whole different year.
Man, Bradley,
God
are
damn.
you high?
I don't think so.
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah. It was the pass interference. Is the one that only
with
a
LA
couple of
Rams, he
minutes-
threw an interception. He threw an interception to end that game.
But that pass interference,
Yeah,
if
South
they would
killed
have
the
counted,
drive.
it killed it.
It wouldn't have been pass interference if he would have led them in the pass.
That's what I'm saying,
Oh,
because
you had to stop to come back and get the ball.
But he got freaking
I get that
helmet to
part.
helmet
I get
hit.
that part, but the ball was thrown better.
I think it was one of those. What do you call those?
back
Shoulders,
shoulder throw.
yeah, back shoulder throws.
Wow, here we go.
You know, I mean, I don't know, but that changed the momentum big time.
Yeah,
man.
oh, big time, big time.
You know, so.
You know what that reminded me of? When Dez caught the ball.
That wasn't a catch, bro.
They went back and changed. They said it. I mean, it don't do us any.
But you know what? The week before that, y'all got lucky with Detroit. Y'all didn't get that pass. Detroit didn't get that pass.
I was at that
interference.
game. Hey, I was at that.
You know
game.
what I mean? So I mean, y'all
I
get
wasn't-
bit in the ass, man.
Hey, at that game, God damn, your memory's good.
Yeah.
Hey, at that game,
Except for how many wins they have since they came in
he
existence.
knows everything about the Cowboys. Ain't that some shit?
Because he's a
You know,
Cowboys
no, I'm
fan.
not a cow. I'm just saying.
Every Texan
I'm
fan
a
that
sports
I
fan,
know,
though. I
they bleed.
I watch sports.
They bleed the star. Y'all bleed it.
Okay.
Deep down inside, y'all are Dallas Cowboy fans.
Okay. I'm not.
When y'all didn't have a team,
Who's
yes,
your
you
team?
are.
Chris, who's your team?
You know my team.
I don't
Who?
know.
Eagles.
Look, tell me this, Justice. Who were you a ball boy
How do
for?
we look from y'all perspective?
I was Dallas Cowboys.
Even though we play crappy teams.
Y'all always overrate yourself every season.
There you
No,
go.
I'm not asking what do you think about what we think. I'm asking what
I'm
do
saying-
you think
Yeah.
from with your eyes and what you think.
Y'all are off to a good start. Y'all will find a way to blow it. You always do.
You always do.
Are y'all gonna find a way to get Winston into the season?
To get what?
To get Carson Winston into
Because
the
he went in
season?
that blue tent this last game. We thought he was done.
Huh?
He went in the blue tent. They put it over his head. I thought he was done.
Who's the backup in Philly?
Well, nobody knows.
It ain't Nick Foles.
Yeah.
It ain't Nick
Nobody
Foles
knows.
anymore. Who is y'all backup?
I don't even know.
See?
Make it Kaepernick.
Dude, they're
Yeah,
talking about they're
right.
trying to petition for
You know,
Pittsburgh. To
he
sign
is not
Cap.
coming back.
Dude, Jay-Z, man, fuck that dude so bad, man.
He did him wrong.
Did him wrong. Jay-Z was all about his money, man.
Yeah,
Bro.
hey, he came in and backdoored that motherfucker.
Oh,
right there.
man, bad, man.
He done
People are
backdoored
blowing
him.
that dude up about all the money because the money that I guess the NFL gave to the two corporations or whatever. You know how they had some money. Well, there's some stuff about those two corporations saying that it's not in an up and up with the money that they gave to him. A little shady business going on.
I don't know. I think Jay-Z sold his soul, man.
You think?
I think he did, bro.
You still got the Black Album?
No, I don't.
Because
I'm saying he's been doing that for a long time. I mean, think
So
about it.
you're not fucking with
Nas-
Jay-Z no more?
Nas said Ether a long time ago.
Yeah, he did.
called him out. And then when he sold what? And then Beyonce came in his life, and then Rockefeller, he took it away from old Dame Dash or whatever.
But Dame Dash was in a lot of trouble with the IRS, all kind of shit,
still,
though, bro.
man. That was his boy.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
like
his
his
boy.
home, like, dog, that was like home
So
boy.
you're not rocking with Jay-Z no more?
I can't fuck with Jay-Z, man.
Damn,
He
the
did
444
Kev like that.
album? You
Yeah.
threw it out the Jeep?
Threw it out.
Nah, see, I'm still rocking his
Because
music.
you still got cassettes.
Blueprint.
This motherfucker still got cassettes over there.
I do. A-Tracks.
Hey, so
But
you
you fuck with Cap still?
That's my boy.
What about Watch the Throne?
Hold on. But they both sold out pretty much. They
How'd
both
sell
sold out in a
Well,
way.
Cap got paid.
But he
But
didn't
the
get paid
thing-
much, man.
Yeah,
he got
didn't
paid
get
less than
much.
$10 million.
But the thing for Jay-Z, though, the thing about Jay-Z is that motherfucker he came in like he let the commotion happen, and then he just came in.
Backdoored
and
him.
got the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't take the hit.
No, he didn't.
He got the bag.
He got the bag.
Oh, he's taking the hit now.
He's taking
But
it.
it don't mean he already got the bag.
Yeah, no doubt.
It don't matter. He already got the bag.
But what
So-
bag did he really
And
get,
what's
though?
that song? He goes saying that they don't need the NFL. The NFL needs
Yeah.
him.
I
Super
know,
Bowl
but
needs
what
him.
bag did he really get,
Look where
though?
he's
He
at.
got
Look at the
paid.
dinner table he's at. It's a different dinner table than the one he was at before.
I mean, the whole point of it, he's trying to get a team. That's his whole point.
Yeah, but you're doing all that to get a team.
That's what he's trying
a
to do.
damn
That's what
shame.
he's going to be. Watch. He's going to be one of the first ones.
I bet you're gonna have a damn Jay-Z jersey too.
Oh, hell no.
Nah,
probably
you don't rock
will,
with
yeah.
Jay-Z no
I've
more
been
either.
saying it the whole time.
Yeah,
but
he
I
does.
listen
He
to
got
his
a-
music.
He got a Rock Nation jersey and shit,
I'll
man.
listen to his music. He can do whatever he wants to do.
With
But
99
to-
problems on
to
the back
me-
of it and shit.
Yeah.
to me,
He still
I mean, it's the
drinks
same thing.
Belvedere.
It's no different than all these
99
fucking people
problems.
hating fucking Kanye. They all hated Kanye after this. It's like he did the same type of shit.
What did Kanye do?
Whenever he went to go meet with Trump, they were hating on him so bad.
Steve Harvey went to what?
Bro,
Steve
that's what I'm
Harvey and all
saying.
them. Yeah.
To me, I understand what. Look, they're doing
But
what's
they didn't
right
get paid
for
though,
them.
bro. They didn't get paid. Jay-Z got paid.
Okay,
Yeah, he got paid.
He got paid. Like you said, he got the bag on that one.
He got the bag.
he already had the bag. He
Didn't
don't
take the
even
hit.
need it.
It doesn't matter whether
The
you
whole
make it.
point of him in
There's
doing that
never
was
enough
to show that he can
money.
he can be with the NFL.
No, it's not. It
To
was
me-
for him to get the bag and the notoriety. It wasn't for him to take the ridicule. It was because he thought
I'm
he was
saying-
just gonna come in and be Jay-Z and everyone was just gonna forgive him because he's Jay-Z.
But he showed the NFL he's willing to say,
to sell out.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
to get an NFL team.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
this,
he's willing
that's
to
what
sell
all
out.
this is about, is to get an NFL team.
Yeah, he's willing to sell out.
He's willing to say, you know what, I'm with y'all.
Yeah.
I'm willing to look past this other shit. I'm with y'all. That's his whole point. He's
I-
already said he wants to get a team. That's what he's been trying to do.
I don't think Jay-Z has NFL money though.
It's not going to just be him. It's going to be a group of
Him,
people.
Yeah, it'd be a group,
Oprah,
yeah.
Magic Johnson.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what
Kobe.
P Diddy tried to do with Carolina.
Yeah, they ain't
There was a
gonna
whole bunch of investors down there.
They had a group though. They got
Steph
turned down.
Curry. There
But
was
they don't
Steph
want
Curry.
that noise though. They now Jay-Z has showed them, okay, I can bow down to y'all. When it really comes down to, I can agree with the other owners on shit like this, and that's what he showed.
I just think he sold out.
He did sell out, man.
But he's got some fucking good music, man. Like, what do I do when Big Pimpin' comes on? Do I
Turn
just
that
play
bitch
Pimp
down.
C's part?
Yeah. Turn
Oh,
it
yeah,
down.
that's really the best part on the record, anyways. Pimp C. You could just play Pimp C and then kill the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, even Bun B. When Pimp C comes on,
Yeah, but
man.
Bun B kills it though.
Yeah,
But Pimp C murdered it.
Yeah. You know
There's a-
why that verse is so short?
Why?
What's that?
Because he didn't want to do the song, so he
Yeah.
only did 8 bars as like a fuck you. Here you
Yeah.
go.
Hey, so I watched.
Why didn't anyone do the song?
Because he thinks it was a trash pop beat,
It was a
and it
pop.
he
Oh,
was.
also said he didn't want to fuck with New York people.
That
because they
too.
didn't fuck with Pac.
Yeah,
He also stole Jay-Z's video hoe in the music video.
Oh, yeah?
The girl dancing with Pimp C was supposed to be with Jay-Z in the video. Pimp's scene shot first, so he grabbed her, pulled her on.
The one with the all white.
Yeah.
Oh, she's bad.
And then
She's
he spent the weekend fucking her when Jay-Z thought that he was gonna be.
Hey, so like there's a few video vixens that you remember. Like I remember her and the one from Nelly EI, the one that she's dancing. His very first video, he did that one girl in the bikini. Oh man, Woo, the video vixen.
And what happened?
Hey,
to
have
that?
you seen have you seen I talked to Pimp C or I talked to Notorious B.I.G. that YouTube special?
Yeah, yeah.
And Too Short did the one where I talked to Pimp C, and he said that he had the way he's the one who got Pimp C down there because they were in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So they were shooting in New York and Florida, and Bum B's down there. That's why in the beginning you see Bum B.
No, they were in
Belize.
Dominican Republic.
For the first, so
Yeah.
that's why you don't see Pimp C in that because Pimp C was like, I'm not doing it. So then you see
he was
Pimp-
scared of flying over water.
Oh.
But he played like it was a tough fuck that scene.
Hey, well, he played it well.
Yeah.
Because that's why you only see Bum B and Jay-Z in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then they got Pimp C down there because Too Short said Pimp C just got that car that's in the video,
Yeah.
that Mercedes. And he goes, hey, let's take these Mercedes down there. Let's drive both our cars and let's go flex and go pull all these women and go to the strip club. And so he had to paint an experience to go party so that he could just do the song. Like, that's how stubborn that motherfucker was. Like, God damn, like, fuck the music. Let's
Yeah,
go to the
yeah,
strip
no.
club. Well, fuck it, let's go. And they cruised on down there. So you ain't going to listen to Pimp C anymore. I mean, Big Pimpin'. I'm listening to Big Pimpin'. I'm going to still listen to some Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's a punk though.
Did you
Jay-Z
delete-
tried to write that song off. He tried to say, "Oh, that song's a bad influence. I don't like
we
that
know
song no more."
Jay-Z's been like this since
But
day
he's been
one.
a
He's
sellout,
been like
though,
that.
He's just,
I mean, shit.
Yeah, he's got some good songs, but
he's got some.
That
He's a
whole
punk.
OJ song that he has, dude, that's a bunch of bullshit, dude. You know?
I still like Nas better than him.
Then Jay-Z?
Hell yeah.
Oh.
To me, I never really liked Jay-Z that much. Not as much as fucking Nas.
Jay-Z's got some shit. I feel like he's got some fire. I feel like out of all his shit, you could put one fire ass album together. Nas,
I mean, he tells stories too, though.
yeah. Anyway,
I think Nas has the better album. The like single. If you had to pick one dope album, Illmatic's better than any one Jay-Z album.
Shit, I like Stillmatic.
man, Black Album's nasty though.
I'm still going
Yeah.
Illmatic.
Yeah,
Did I go? Yeah.
Black Album's nasty.
I still
But
say
shit,
Kanye is better than both them.
I do think Kanye's a bit.
No, Kanye's trash.
Man, see,
Kanye's
here
a
we
beast,
go. You
man.
fucking.
Kanye's a great
Yeah,
producer.
he produces
His
sick-ass
bars, his rapping, meh.
beats. His bars are minimum.
You're just a damn Trump hater.
Yeah,
No, you hate Trump?
Yeah, he does.
yeah.
Damn, that's what's up.
Bradley loves him, but
Yeah.
You're not taking away my guns.
99% of Lago Vista loves Trump.
Yeah, they do. That's old red hat
Bro.
country over there.
I don't like Trump.
mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, that wraps up our sports for today, guys. We
We'll
done,
end
we
it on
done
that
talked
note.
about football. Now we're going into sports and Pimp C.
Yeah,
We're
now
starting
we're
a
about-
whole new podcast. And we ain't
Going
gonna
to
do
the
that.
homeless.
Yeah, hell no. Don't get Bradley worked up on the homeless, man. Hey, but they are going to fix it. They say they got a solution. They're going
Yeah,
to make
they-
the sidewalk smaller. That's some hoe shit right there.
So they can't put
That's some
tents.
hoe shit. So they're reducing the size of the sidewalk so that they could be in violation.
Yeah.
Because there has to
But
be
they're
a
already
walkway.
in violation.
But there has to
Selling
be
drugs is a violation.
No, but the for the tent wide for the camping, so
Yeah.
that it eliminates that part. I get the selling drugs part. This is part of their way of combating that by
Yeah.
fucking
Just
making
get a
the
smaller
sidewalk
tent.
smaller. You just have to at least walkway.
Yeah.
You have to be able to walk around that motherfucker.
Yeah, they're just gonna go across the street. There's a bunch of them already across the street. That's all they're gonna do.
Either way.
All right, man. Well, shit. Well, give us a follow on. Check us out on Instagram. We do a lot of videos on there. Shorthairco. Check us out on YouTube. You know, if you hear this shit, then you can see it. It's on YouTube. Shorthairco. # We got you. We upload these type of videos, little videos that we do in the shop. You know, whether you want to see somebody get their fucking nose waxed or a crazy makeover, just us signing in when this knucklehead is drinking up all our beer, talking shit to us. We might
We're
just
trying to
log in
record
live.
fights.
Yeah, trying to what?
Record fights.
Trying to record fights. Yeah. So give us a follow, man. We're everywhere. We're trying to be everywhere. This is just the beginning stages of what we're doing, man. This is we're signing off. Justice, Bradley,
Know what it is.
Chris,
Take it easy.
Baby Pinky, second date assassin. We'll talk about that. Did you kill the mic?
Yeah, he did.
You didn't kill the mic? All right. We'll get into that later on. Yeah. We'll see you next time, man. Take care.
All right, guys.
All right. Good job, guys.
That's what I see. How long was it?